Hi, I'm Ermahn Ospina, celebrity makeup artist. Today I'm going to share with you some of the key products that I used on Darby Stanchfield last week in New York. We were promoting her TV show Scandal for ABC. This is an event that happens every single year where all the major networks go to New York and promote their shows. So we did a couple of events, and I chose particularly one look from the two events that I did with her that she looked stunning, so I hope you like it. Before I go into it, I realized that most of you don't know my background, so I wanted to share real quickly where I come from. I'm originally from Colombia. As any other kid, I had my own dreams, and my dreams were to work in Hollywood, working in films. So when I was old enough, I moved to the United States to start pursuing my dream. My very first film was Desperado, starring Salma Hayek and Antonio Banderas. I was fortunate enough to work with this director. I've done all his films. His name is Robert Rodriguez. I did movies like From Dusk Till Dawn, The Spy Kids. I also designed the makeup for movies like Sin City and Sin City 2, A Dame to Kill For, with Eva Green, Jamie King, Jessica Alba, and the beautiful Rosario Dawson. I'm going to post a link for the IMDb so you could check it out and see all the movies that I've done if you're interested. And that being said, I'm going to share all the products that I use on the beautiful Darby Stanchfield. I wanted to make it very simple for all of you. I really didn't want to go to the extremes of getting like a bunch of products and making it complicated, because it really isn't complicated. She's beautiful. When we work together, the looks are very specific. She gives me an idea of what she wants to look like. I also come up with my own ideas. And obviously we take under consideration what she's wearing. So for this particular event, I was very inspired by the outfit that she was wearing. It was a beautiful black miniskirt with red shoes. And she decided to wear her hair up in a braid. That being said, I was immediately drawn by her eyes, and I wanted to make that the exclusive feature of this look. So I start doing any makeup with a very clean, moisturized skin. And this is one of my little weapons that I have. I love this little weapon. It's called Floral Spray Mist by SISLEY. The reason that I use it so much, especially before I use makeup or foundation or start any makeup application, I spray it all over the face and allow it to dry air naturally. The scent is very relaxing. It's also very comforting for the skin. It moisturizes the skin without making it greasy, but without making it too oily. I allow it to dry for a few seconds, maybe a minute or maybe a minute and a half, and then I go and I apply the foundation. And this opportunity I use all products by NARS, because not only I love this brand particularly because they have such a great aesthetics and it's so beautiful to the eye, and the products are so amazing, but I also wanted to make it easy for myself. I was in a hurry. She needed to be ready in 45 minutes, and I could really use all the products for the look. So this is a perfect opportunity just to show all of you that if you happen to go to the makeup counter, you just have to go to one. You just go to NARS, because they have all the products you need for this specific look and many others. Anyway, so I start with the foundation. I use all Luminous Weightless foundation by NARS. I use the color Vallauris, which is a medium pink base. Has a little bit of a medium pink base. I don't have the particular color, but this is the line. It's called, again, All Luminous Weightless Foundation by NARS. And what I wanted to show is that it's so light, the product is so light and so beautiful that when you apply it, it just gives you this luminosity in the skin, and at the same time, it gives you a perfect coverage without making it oily or too heavy. So once this goes on, I chose this particular color because it kind of matches with my skin. So you could see like the difference between my skin and the foundation. Once it goes on, it's really light and it gives you this beautiful coverage. It's almost powdery when it dries, without looking dry. So again, I use the All Luminous Weightless Foundation by NARS, and the color that I use on Darby is the Vallauris, which has a little bit of a pink undertone. Now for a concealer, I use again NARS. I use the Radiant Creamy Concealer by NARS in Vanilla. Again, an amazing product, and eventually I'm going to do a video with all my favorite concealers, and this is one of them. The reason that I love this product is because one of the reasons that I love talking about products nowadays is because I come from a time where I needed to pick and choose from so many brands, from so many textures and so many colors, and just to create one look, to create one shade. And now we just have all these amazing products in the market, and this is amazing. The reason that I use the Radiant Creamy Concealer is because all you need is this. That little dot, it just goes on your skin and you can play with it, and it gives you full coverage. Again, this is the color that I use on Darby, so it really reads very light, very white on my skin, but you could see that it gives you a full coverage with a little dot. The other fabulous thing about this concealer is that since you're using it under the eyes where the skin is so delicate and thin, it doesn't crease. So I could send my ladies to the red carpet looking amazing, and I don't have to panic or stress out that when I see the pictures on the red carpet, they're having creases under the eyes because of the concealer. Again, this is an amazing product. It's called Radiant Creamy Concealer by NARS, and the color that I use on Darby is Vanilla. Now for the eyes, I use a couple of eyeshadows, and I love the look when I saw it on pictures just because it seems so intense. It seems so with so many like layers, and it's just the result of these two eyeshadows. This one is called Himalia and Ursa Major by the NARSissist Palette Eyeshadow. If I'm mispronouncing the names, please forgive me. You can always check the names in the back of the palette. But these are the two colors I used. I used this one, the lighter color, in the lower part of the eyelid. And I used the darker one in the bottom one, just creating the frame of the eye and blending it with the shadow on the top of the eyelid. And the colors are just amazing. They have such a great pigment and they last forever. I didn't use any primer or anything, and they really hold up. They are amazing. So they are from the NARSissist palette, and the colors are Himalia and Ursa Major. Again, forgive me for the pronunciation. To finish the eye makeup, I use ARDELL Lashes. I use RunWay Daisy in black. I particularly love this type of lash. It looks very natural, very feathery, and yet when you apply it, when you use it, it looks very striking without looking fake. My personal secret when I use lashes like this, I just tend to cut the corners of the lash so they are not too long when you put them in the eye, and they don't make the eye to look kind of droopy or too, weird looking. On the contrary, when you cut them, it just fits the eye better and it just opens the eye more. I also make sure that when I apply the lash, I let the glue dry for about 20 seconds before I put it in the eye, and getting not too close to the lash so you don't feel the lash, you know what I mean? You don't feel it doesn't feel uncomfortable. Anyway, you could play with it and figure it out yourself, depending on your taste, but this is the perfect lash to use, ARDELL Lashes, and I love particularly this one, Daisy in black. Now for contour, I use Laguna by NARS. Laguna comes as a duo with Orgasm. Together they look beautiful, but for this particular look, I only use Laguna as a contour. And the reason that I picked Laguna was because it has enough of a pigment without having too much color. I used it on top of the cheekbone, and I extended it to the top on the corners of the forehead, really gently, just creating that illusion of a more defined face. I combine it with the Dual Intensity Blush in Frenzy, again by NARS. And I use these two colors. They are beautiful. I use this one as a highlight. Since summer is coming around, it's good to have a little bit of the glowy, beautiful face. So I use that on top, right here on the corners of the cheekbone, right in here, just a tiny, tiny bit. And since I didn't want to have too much color, I used just a dash of this right below on top of the apples of the cheeks. And I diffuse it, just making it very blend in together. Again, this is Dual Intensity Blush in Frenzy by NARS. Now for lips, I kept it very simple. I made sure that it was moisturized. I used two different kinds of lip glosses. I used Sweet Dreams underneath and Sweet Revenge on top. They are beautiful colors. They are very moisturized. They stay on the lips. It looks beautiful in the purse, and when the women pull it out, it just looks amazing. I love the packaging. And I'm really happy with all the products by NARS. They have such a variation of colors, textures, foundations, lip colors. And my Latina clients love it. So they're always asking for more, and I have to please them. I'm glad that I have NARS, and I'm glad that I could share this with you. I hope it made it very easy for you. It's a very simple look, very easy to obtain. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Also, let me know in your comments what other videos you would like me to do, any questions, anything that you want to share, any experiences that you have had with NARS. I would like to hear from you. Until next time.